As it's Houston Sports back in the video today, and today the Houston Texans have waived wide receiver Alex Bachman, who officially in NFL game has only played 4 official NFL games, and those 4 games are with the New York Giants. But he's been with the Houston Texans the last couple years, or maybe more than the last couple years, playing with the Texans, competing on the preseason roster, not making the regular season roster, the 53-man roster, but then making the practice squad, but has never played a regular season game for the Houston Texans, is being waived by the Texans. He's played 4 career games, and in those 4 career games, he didn't even have a reception. All he did was have 1 punt return for 16 yards, and he also had 4 kick returns for 94 yards in his 4 different games with the New York Giants in his career, and has no receptions. He has nothing outside of that. He's a wide receiver who can punt return and kick return, and he got to have opportunity with the Houston Texans, playing in a couple preseasons, and then he would make the practice squad. I find it really funny that the Stephon Diggs trade happens. The Texans trade for a wide receiver, Stephon Diggs. And at the time, Diggs comes onto the roster. Previously in his career, playing with the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings, Diggs wore number 14. Now, Diggs coming into the Houston Texans organization, 14 was taken by wide receiver Alex Bachman. Ultimately, we saw Diggs offer $100,000 to Jimmy Ward for that number 1. Apparently, Diggs wanted the number 1 jersey. He could have offered money to Alex Bachman to take that number 14 jersey. Maybe Stephon didn't want that number 14 jersey. Maybe he wanted a new number being with the Houston Texans, and that's why he offered the money to safety Jimmy Ward instead of offering up Alex Bachman. But it's funny to the fact that now that number 14 is available, I don't see it happening, but can you imagine if Stephon Diggs wants to go back to number 14 now that Alex Bachman is gone from the team? Although I don't think that will happen. But if that did happen, that'd be a free $100,000 for Jimmy Ward, basically. But I thought that was kind of funny thinking about it, knowing that Bachman wore number 14 for the Texans, and was one of the reasons why Diggs couldn't wear number 14 coming into the team. But to be honest, if he was going to offer money to Jimmy Ward for the number 1, if he really wanted number 14, he would have done the same thing with Alex Bachman. So I think Stephon Diggs wanted a change. I think he wanted to start with a new number in number 1, which is basically just the same number, just erase the 4. But Alex Bachman's a solid wide receiver, just never really got the chance to play with the Texans in the regular season. Maybe he'll get a chance elsewhere. I don't know, but we'll see. Let me know your thoughts on the roster move by the Texans in the comment section, and peace out. Go Texans.